Welcome back to the final stages of the qualifying rounds for the Maruti Suzuki Devil Circuit College Frenzy, and it's a real scramble to the end now. Teams desperately trying to secure the points they need to make the top 8 and book a spot in the quarterfinals.
But hold on, there's still a chance for one of the lower place teams to edge through into the top 8. Coming up, we have Gothenburg University taking on Thapar College.
With one match separating the colleges from progress or elimination, Rajat and Bikramjeet had it all to play for. Bikramjeet seized the race by its horns early on. He had a close shave at the hanging doors but made a smooth recovery. Push-your limits came back to haunt both Rajat and Bikramjeet as they struggled and had to drop out. And the penultimate match started with a tie. With elimination on the line, both Ankit and Pradeep had to turn in the performance of a lifetime. Pradeep raced into the lead while Ankit dropped out early at the vertical climb. Pradeep seemed to have found his running boots as he blazed through like never before. He turned in his best personal time, giving Gautam Budh a clear advantage.
The pressure is well and truly on for Vishavjeet and Ashish. This is it.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go then, the penultimate match. It's been a long journey, but the qualifying stage is coming to a close, and we have a match up here where there's a lot at stake. Gautam could maybe just sneak in to the quarterfinals with a win. Thapar could definitely get in the quarterfinals with a win. Thapar currently on 30 points, Gautam on 20. Have they got enough in the locker? The team nearest to us with their lead-off runner, Bikramjeet Singh, who we've seen so much of in the second heat. We'll see him, but it's Ashish Verna taking the reins.
Thapar College definitely has a better chance of getting into the qualifiers as compared to Gothenburg College, but Vishavjeet Singh surely wants to do his best in order to put the best foot forward rather, or have the dice rolled equally. Ashish Verma here from Thapar College with the better chance, seems to be doing much better here. The 19-year-old once again has the limbs for it. He practices yoga, so he's quite flexible, so gets on pretty swiftly across the shuffle there, trying to negotiate the hanging doors there.
More of these athletes, more and more of them now coming in bandaged up. They've got a vital rest day tomorrow ahead of the knockout stages, should it be required. I think whatever happens here, we'll probably be saying goodbye to Gautam Budh. But can Thapar start peaking at the right time? Their fate in this heat one resting with Ashish Verma, who's going for like a disco ball there. He was spinning round and round and round. Vishavjeet Singh Yadav, who's on the right of the screen as you look now, has definitely got the advantage here. The penultimate game in all of these qualifiers, 48 races, 48 matches I should say, and the combined 144 races. What a qualifying stage it's been, and we've now about to reduce the 16 colleges down to 8, but will either Gautam Budh or Thapar be one of the lucky 8, the great 8 that make it through to the final stages? Nearest to us, that's Ashish Verma. She's trying to make up some ground, but already he's an exercise behind Vishavjeet Singh Yadav, who manages to get past the angle run. And Gautam Budh may have it all to do to qualify for the quarterfinals against Thapar. That's a fine completion from Vishavjeet Singh Yadav.
Very, very good. You finally completed that course. Show me your hands. हाथ मतलब कायम है अभी? हाथ कायम है, बाकी सलामत है और कोई चोट चाटे लगी? Any war wounds? Very, very good. A very brave attempt.
Is this a case of the winners there? Gautam Budh peaking their run at just the right time. Their qualifying campaign comes to a score with a final total of 30 points.
Gothenburg go on to quarterfinals thanks to clearing more obstacles. Thapar will be lamenting their lost opportunity and kicking themselves for not trying harder. The last match of the qualifier stage of the Devil Circuit College Frenzy. Hindu College versus Cotton College. Will Cotton College do what they do best?
Hindu were out, but a win for Cotton would have still put them through. And Bharat didn't seem to be feeling the pressure as he took the lead early on as Aditya dropped out. Bharat's momentum carried him all the way through push-your limits, and he took the last 2 obstacles easily, winning the heat. Cotton with 1 foot in the quarters. The second heat of the final match saw Dhrubajit go up against Ayush. Dhrubajit looked tired as he dropped out early at the vertical climb. But the fall proved fatal as he seemed to pick up an injury. Cotton will be hoping that doesn't come back to bite them. Meanwhile, Ayush seemed to have finally found his wings, but it was all too little and too late. Ayush tried 3 times for the summit and failed 3 times. It was a brave attempt from Ayush, but Hindu take one heat and pile on the pressure for Cotton College.
A win's the need of the hour for Diganta here. If he loses, Cotton are out.
I am Diganta Kolita and I study in Cotton University. I am from Assam. My main sports is calisthenics and athletics. And the story began actually 3 years ago when I got into a fist fight with a bully and I was badly beat up. So then I decided to become strong. I joined calisthenics and eventually I went into athletics too. And I can say I have grown pretty much from then. Even though he's a boxer, my biggest inspiration has been Floyd Mayweather. And you know, sometimes I tend to get lazy or demotivated, but my younger brother who has played state level cricket, he keeps me on the edge and there is a healthy competition between us, but it won't be the same in college frenzy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cotton College, a win in this match could take them to 40 points, and that would surely see them through to the final 8.
Well, Diganta Kalita actually is a very, very good bet to do that, just that, for Cotton College to get them ahead in the lead.
On the far side, Mandeep Malik for Hindu. Near side, Diganta Kalita, Cotton College. It's Cotton College and Kalita leading early as the life goes down the tubes early for Mandeep Malik.
Diganta Kalita once again proving that it was not fluke with which he won the first few times. He's still as swift, and as the day is progressing, some of these athletes seem to get better.
Well, he's now running solo. Mandeep Malik has already lost both of his lives. So now Diganta Kalita, Cotton College, this win would take them 40 if they come through in the match, and surely a place in the Great 8 at the end of this.
Almost! Come on!
Well, Hindu College is obviously not in the qualifiers anymore. I mean, they will not make it. However, Diganta Kalita can really, really push through and give Cotton College the much-needed surge in order to get ahead and make a better qualifier.
Cotton College currently on 30 points. The 40-point mark, I think, would see them through. It's bad news. We've just seen Gotham Bud in action. They'll be hoping that Hindu pull off a shock. It's not looking likely early, because already he's sewn up this first heat. The question now is, can Diganta Kalita post a fast time? Look at this transition. He's already on the second set of wings. Oh, he took a little flap, but he still looks very calm. There's no sign of panic. He steps on the ledge. This is going to be very easy for him if he gets the angle run. This is going to be a quick time. Straight up to the summit, up and over he goes.
So proud of Diganta Kalita. He has just become better and better. And he takes a bow again, covers his free face.
We've seen plenty of men display their grit, their strength and their stamina over this tough course, but only one man. He goes over the course with the grace of a gazelle. He flies over the obstacle. Take a bow, Diganta Kalita.
Sensational. What a 2 days we've had. All the 16 colleges from all across India strutting their stuff on the ultimate physical challenge. It's a shame there have to be winners and losers, but what we have now is the final 8 that are going to keep with us and have a fantastic quarter-final shootout in our very next episode. So without any further ado, the officials have handed me the results. So I will start with the top. If I read your college name out, you are through to the quarter-finals. In top spot, joining us in the quarterfinals with an impressive unbeaten record all the way through. Let's hear it for Dayal Singh. They look really impressive. In second spot, the Madras Christian College.
Oh, you bet, the dark horses.
Boy, did they give us some moments to savour. And joining us in the quarterfinals, a very top team indeed. They're going to be hard to beat. It's KC College. In fourth spot for the fine men, boys and athletes of Hansraj. And then in fifth, it's the good old boys from Calicut, Timor. Then in sixth, it's LPU. So with just 2 quarter-final spots left up for grabs. in 7th place, and they gave us some drama right at the end of the show, and we have to check on the injury of one of their men as well. Looked very nasty at the end, but they're through to the quarterfinals. Let's hear it for Cotton College! But here is where it gets very tough indeed. Just one quarter-final spot remaining, and 3 teams that finished level on points after all their qualifying matches were CACPE, your joint eighth, along with Tapar and Gothenburg. But the 8th and final spot with 7 finishes is Gothenburg! Those boys are going to the quarterfinals. We started out with 16, we are now down to the Great 8. Just who is going to drive through the quarterfinals all the way through to the finals, take away the 6 lakh prize money, and of course that individual in the final who clocks the fastest final time walks away with a wonderful Maruti Suzuki Swift car.
Lots of frenzy coming up on, of course, the Maruti Suzuki Devil Circuit College Frenzy.
I think it's only appropriate though, because we didn't do the hard work, they did. We will leave you with the noise and the atmosphere, the great spirit that exists amongst our 16 colleges.
So we have reached the end of the 4th episode, and look at the energy here, it's outstanding. See you all at the quarterfinals of the Maruti Suzuki Devil Circuit College Frenzy.